couple of comments at the end of the webinar. I will invite Nicolae now. Hi, Nicolae.
Hi, Jonas. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very loud and clear. Nicolae's business is based in UK, so it's not a big distance from France. But their software development is made in Moldova, which makes it a very good combination between skills, price, and market. So just show us your presentation, Nicolae, and we'll talk afterwards.
Okay, perfect. So thank you, Anuts, for the introduction. Just to confirm, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so about global database. So we as a company, we have developed a platform that is used by sales, marketing, and compliance departments to identify customers, verify them, and to automate processes. So why have we built this platform? I mean, why we have invested such a lot of energy and effort in this platform is because we realize that the global data isn't accessible to everyone, and the 28 billion data aggregation sector offers a solution that lacks impact and future readiness. The problem today is when you look at the sales perspective, there is limited data with a unified validity, structure, and integrity. Only 30% of the global data is covered. And existing solutions that are available are either focused on a specific country, but when you look at regional or global perspective, it lacks quality. When you look at the compliance side, so once you have identified the potential customers, then the next step is for you to verify them. In our days, with a globalization, establishing trade with global companies is very risky, and about 20% of all global deals are considered to be fraudulent. And when you look at the how much revenue is lost each year by money laundering, it's about 2 to 5% of global GDP. And this is because very often customers cannot identify the ultimate beneficial owners. Last part is automation. People are losing a lot of times when it comes to onboarding new clients, onboarding new suppliers, and also enriching the existing data. So with our solution that we have built with our API, we can address this. This is how we can address these challenges. So what we have built is we have built a web platform that is able to aggregate more than 100 million companies across 195 countries worldwide. With the help of our solution, users can identify what is the total addressable market by applying over 80 filters. From a compliance and due diligence, we aggregate credit risk information across 400 million companies worldwide, and customers can uncover the ultimate beneficial owners. And here, when it comes to compliance and due diligence, customers also are able to request a fresh investigation report in a country where usually data is very hard to get hold of, and the entire process is fully automated. Traction to date. So the company is profitable. We have been growing year on year. The revenue that we have for last year was more than $700,000. We already have reported the 32% growth in Q1 versus same period last year. We have more than 700 clients, including Amazon, Orange, WeWork, SAP, and many more. And most important, we have been named as a strong contender of the market with growth potential for growth by Forrester Research. The clients that we have, what they use us for, first of all, is to drive growth, research potential markets, because, for example, if you want to identify potential customers in your market, you could do that potentially, but when you want to expand abroad and when you want to look at the more regional level, it might be more difficult. They use us to automate processes, onboard clients and partners, and also to optimize risks. So what is the current market size for our solution. So according also to the Forrester research by same company that mentioned us in the B2B marketing data providers, $28 billion is the market, is the total estimated value of our market. So this is where is global database, according to Forrester research. And this is where ZoomInfo is and Dun & Bradstreet. So both of them are public listed company. ZoomInfo is worth 28 billions. Dun & Bradstreet is worth 6 billions. I'm sure with the first funding that we will receive in maximum 2 years, we will be much closer to them. Our target until 2030 is to grab at least 1% of the market share. So what is the current competition? When you look at the sales and marketing side, you have big names like ZoomInfo, Dun & Bradstreet, LinkedIn. And when you look at the compliance and due diligence, you have companies like Experian, CreditSafe, and Bureau van Dijk. We offer a solution that would satisfy the needs of both sales and marketing and compliance. So competitive advantage. Any of our customers, they don't necessarily need to use ZoomInfo or CreditSafe in order for them to offer them sales and marketing and compliance data. They can use our platform. We would offer them the same benefits, and it will save them cost. We also, as a company, we own data for more than 100 million companies, which is gathered from official government sources, and then it's enriched with additional data sets. We have built a proprietary software and big data technology using AI and machine learning that gathers, validates, and structures information for billions of data points daily with minimum human intervention. And we as a company, we are ranked in top Google rankings with 350,000 monthly active users on our platform on globaldatabase.com. This is where most of our customers are. So we have a very broad range of customers coming from Mexico, Italy, US, UK, Ireland, China, Singapore, and Spain. So the potential market size for us is very huge. In terms of the business model, the platform is used by sales and marketing. Customers have access to our platform for 1 year, where you can view, browse, and download the data or export to CRM. And the same goes for compliance and due diligence solutions. And recently, pay-as-you-go license, where you can, if you're looking for information for one credit report, where you just want to try our solution for a few months, you can by all means do that. And there is no any sales intervention. So customers can do that online by themselves. And the beauty is it's a very scalable process. It's a very scalable product that we have built. The platform, so what data we provide? So we provide information about the companies, executives working in those companies, the type of technology they use, information about the group structure, shareholders, ownerships, director, key financials. We have up to 20 years of digitized financial statements. And we also have information about the credit risk. The team, the entire team is based in Moldova. The company itself, HQ, is registered in the UK. The founders have a vast experience working in IT, including the co-founder who owns an outsourcing company with more than 70 employees. Also, we have experience of my colleagues working for PwC in Romania, and also by another colleagues of mine by having built a digital marketing agencies for more than 8 years right now. So this is how we collect the data. We get data from government sources, from web public information, from local data providers, and we also have a in-house data collection team. So this is what the revenue that we had for previous year. So this is in British pounds. This is how much we plan to close in 2021. And this is how much we are anticipating to generate until 2025. So this is the revenue and EBITDA forecast. How do we plan to do that? So we will focus on corporate clients, so customers that will have a dedicated sales approach, and we will also invest heavily in pay-as-you-go customers, where users can, with an aggressive marketing campaign, we can generate a lot of both user base. So why are we confident in this? Where it's very simple. So we look previously at how much money we have invested before in marketing. So just to give you an example, in 2020, we have invested £46,000 in marketing, and the revenue was 520. So by looking at this back data, we made an assumption: if we will invest a lot more in marketing, then the estimated revenue will significantly increase. Currently, what we are looking to raise, so we are looking to raise 1.5 million pounds. Most of the funds will go to marketing, to better build our product and research and development. We want to acquire additional data because there are some countries where information is not available, and we want to partner with someone else as opposed to sourcing this information by ourselves. And we also want to open local sales team from US and from UK. This is how we plan to scale the global database. We have a very clear strategy when it comes to the sales, when it comes to the marketing, so how we are planning to achieve that. We also plan to significantly increase the website traffic. So at the moment we have more than 350,000 unique visitors to our website, and we plan to increase that by 10 million. And what it will mean for us: we will have more leads, which will be converted to more demos, to more sales. And from a product point of view, we are planning to have information for 450 million companies, which is why only 2 companies today have this data. The first one is Dun & Bradstreet, and the second one is Bureau van Dijk. That's our goal within the next 1-2 years that we're aiming for. These are our competitors. This is how much data we have compared with them. That's how much revenue they made for last year. And also we have outlined how much revenue, how much funding they have received. And in the next graph, you can see that with the funding they received, for example, one of our competitors in UK, Cogniz, you can see how the revenue went up from 2 million to 7 million to 11 million. And if I go back, this is how much revenue they received until today, which is 39 million. Okay, so it's a simple math. Once you have investment, then you grow faster. So that's what we are also aiming to do. Our marketing and adoption strategy will be as follows. We will be country focused. So we will focus on 20 specific key markets that we will want to target. We will offer to those users the necessary tools in order to use our data within the existing platform. And we will also focus on cross-selling our sales, marketing, and compliance solution to large corporates. So one example is Amazon, which is a very good success. With Amazon, they are using us for 2 years in a row for sales, for identifying retailers. And soon they'll also going to use our compliance tool in order to validate new sellers, third-party sellers that wants to sell on the platform. Okay, that's the roadmap we have for 2022. And as an exit strategy, we've already been approached by 3 companies. 2 of them are public listed. We said no because we believe that the value is still low. So there is potential for us to grow. That's what we want to do. That's why we are looking to raise funds. And our strategy is to double and triple our revenue for the next 1 year in order to raise a new round of investment going forward. And that's all I have to say for today. Your notes, if you have any questions.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Nicolae. I'm always impressed when I see your presentations because you change it every day, and it's probably because things are happening to you every day. I want to make a small comment. I want to be very transparent here, and everybody should know what we are doing. You probably know a Romanian startup which is more or less similar with a global database. And you probably know that that startup attracted a lot of money with virtually no revenues. The difference between them is that this startup I was talking about, it's in Romania, and global database is 100 kilometers at the east over the Prut, which makes things totally different in the perception of people. What I want to tell you is that in 2007, when I went for the first time in Moldova, I heard all kinds of things, that they steal your car, they beat you, they take all your belongings. It's horrible in Moldova. And when I got there, I said, I'm going to open a bank here. And I started to open the bank practically. And then 2008 came, and there was a big crisis in the financial system. And we only opened a leasing company, which is now the biggest leasing company in Chișinău. But then I remained very close to Moldova, and I was part of two boards of two very important banks, number 1 and number 3. And I was part of the transformation of the financial system there. And I knew Moldova like a Moldavian, let's say, not like a Romanian. And I know that once you go there, you find a total different world that what you hear at the television and you see in the news. So this was the reason why we decided that global database is will have our blessing, will come together with us in Europe, and they will become what they deserve to become, because they are a very good company and they have wonderful prospects. So this is what I wanted to tell from a geographical point of view, let's say, without saying that the political environment is very different since a couple of months ago, when Maya Sandu and her party got the majority in the parliament and everywhere. And we really think that you're our brothers and you deserve everything that all the Romanians deserve. So this was my declaration here.
Yes, Jonas, thank you very much for this. But as the new government is saying, good things are coming to us. So we are waiting for them. So you're absolutely right. Very happy for the new regime change. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now, of course, I have a couple of questions for you, and the most important question is only by opening the UK office, you have achieved all the big number of clients that you have already. So how did that happen? That happened because the software was very good and you are a very international company, or because you made a lot of efforts in UK with the UK market? What was the whole thing?
Yeah, very good question. So when we initially opened the company, our first customer was actually not from UK, but it was from Singapore. So even today, I remember. I don't think it was a very important thing that we opened the company, especially in UK. By all means, I think, yes, whenever clients look at where you're based, they might take some I don't know, it might affect a bit the perception, but at the end of the day, people look at the product, at the quality of the product, and they look what you have to offer them. The reason why the company was registered in UK is because at that time I studied in UK, I used to work in UK, and it made sense for me to open a company there. So to answer your question, Jonas, I think the first customer from UK was after the it was maybe after the 10th customer. Most of our customers are international, are global, and that's why we're called global database. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for this. We have a question here. The question is from Liviu. Can you read it so that I don't read it for you?
1 second, let me open here. Okay, would you be able, Jonas, to read it? Because I'm
okay,
opening
I'm gonna read it. So this is what I found on your web page. Can I pay monthly? No, you cannot pay monthly for the global database license. In most cases, we require upfront payment for 1 year.
Okay.
However, yeah, it seems to me that this approach is not very suitable for SMEs. What do you think the SME would use? Why do you think the SME would use your product?
Okay, so yes, very good question. So I would recommend to leave you. If you go to the website uk.globaldatabase.com, and this is where you'll be able to try out our pay-as-you-go monthly plans. The reason why it's not written in the Q&A, which is on globaldatabase.com platform, it was because we made a test. It was a trial for us to see how the market would react. We see very good results, and that's why we decided to invest heavily in marketing and include the potential revenue for this type of subscription. So if you go to uk.globaldatabase.com, you'll be able to pay as you go for a product and cancel anytime. Or you will be able to buy a business credit reports for more than 100 countries.
Okay, thank you. One more question.
Pleasure.
Sorry. Yeah, thank you. So one more question from Bogdan. Impressive presentation, and also the area of expertise that Global Database has. The only question I have is, why did you wait for 6 years from 2015 to reach to this forum session? I want to give the answer. 5 years ago, we were not here. So now that we are here, we are very close together, and we work together for the last 8 months. But I'll let Nicolae answer.
Yes, Jonas, I think you're absolutely right. First of all, it's because there was no SeedBlink. Okay, and second of all is when we initially started Global Database, we haven't thought about raising funding, because we said, okay, all the revenue that we will make, we will reinvest in the product, and that's what we have been doing so far, and that's what we will continue to be doing. Now, what we realized after 5 years is that with organic growth, you can only grow very slow. So let's say maximum that you can grow is 15-20% a year. However, in our market, when you look at our competitors like ZoomInfo, they are making per year $450 million. And the way they make so much money is because they acquire companies, they invest $60 million a year in data quality, they invest millions of US dollars in marketing as well. So in order to reach to that level, you need to grow faster. And third is, I think during this time, 5 years, what was it for us? It was a very good period in order to test the product, to make sure it works very well, to better understand our clients. So we didn't want to end up in a position where, okay, let's spend 6 months or 1 year and build just a random product and invest more in marketing. So that was our focus. we wanted to make sure that the product is good, that it fits the market. We now know for sure, and with additional funds, we want to invest in marketing and grow the business.
You know, Nicolae, there is the saying that when you invest in the stock exchange, whatever is not successful and you keep it in your portfolio is called a long-term portfolio. it's not called the bad portfolio. Anyway, my question to this would be that now you have access to funding, and this is the most important thing. And we understood together that funding is very important if you want to be a very successful startup. Okay, so now Fabien, if you are still with us, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you guys.
Fabien, for the end of this webinar, I would like to ask you to think two very strong reasons why the investors should invest in Fasters.
So actually, I think the main reason is that, we are all impacted by overweight and obesity, and it's a very global disease that slows the economies and kills people every year. So it's a mission that we all have and that we must fulfill all together because it can be our friends, it can be our children, our brothers and sisters. So it's very important for everyone to be careful on that and to be aware that the situation is getting worse. We are living in the 21st century where we have access to technologies, and now we are pushing the products that will help people to lose weight. And for that, we need the best teammates to work with us. We need to have the best engineers, yet we also have to get the best investors to work with us. So I think, yes, the first reason is to actually, being aware of the situation and participate in fighting the overweight and obesity issue. And the other, reason why you should invest is that, we have onboarded big investors already in the company, such as Pierre Jaffre and Mr. Damien Dufrotet, who are very well experienced as investors. They trust in your project, and the same investors trust in my previous project. And I sold out my first company with onboarding investors. So I think you were in good hands with Fatster team. You are in good hands with the product. And I will be always available if you need to ask any questions, and I will be always available to answer your questions.
Thank you very much, Fabien. It's been great talking to you again. Now I'm going back to Nicolae and asking him the same thing. What are the two main reasons why investors should invest?
Yes, thank you, Onut. So the first thing is that we started this company from scratch in 2015 without any funding. So today, the company is growing organically every single year. We have built a very good product, but now is the right time to scale. So we have tested the market. We know what to do next. We know who our customers are. We know the competition very well, and there is definitely a growth opportunity here for a company based in Eastern Europe to be a success one. The second reason why is because obviously investing in companies within this region would give a boost to other entrepreneurs like us who are saying it's not possible to build something. You need a lot of investment. You're not in Silicon Valley, but definitely it will increase the confidence that you can build beautiful things here with the support of with your support.
Okay, Nicolae.